Welcome everyone back to another episode of the NASCAR MDK Prerace Show. I'm your host, Jack Krause, and today we're heading to Texas Motor Speedway for the AAA Texas 500, round 8 of the NASCAR playoffs, and round number 2 of the round of A. And we have breaking news coming from Nate Ryan from NBC Sports. He has announced that Matt Kenseth will step away from racing at the end of the 2017 season. Now, he has not announced retirement, but Ryan, nothing's coming up, so he has announced that he will go on a break. He'll take a break from racing in 2018, and Nate Ryan said that he doesn't know, that Kenseth doesn't know whether it's gonna be a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year. He does not know, or maybe forever. But most likely, this could be Matt Kenseth's last season in NASCAR, and which sucks. I mean, Matt Kenseth is a great race car driver, a champion. I think he should deserve a ride. I don't care how old he is. If he wants to race, you give him a car. And if, I know Eric Almirola. Okay, I bring up Eric Almirola this reason because, I haven't seen him in good equipment. If Eric does well in Stewart-Haas racing, then okay. But I see drivers that don't have talent in top rides. Trevor Bayne. Man, it just sucks that Kenseth does not have a ride. And I know he wants to be in a championship caliber team, but I feel like maybe go to a place like Furniture Row. I see Furniture Row as a company that has potential. I mean, we've seen it. But at the start, they were horrible. Now they're getting better and better. And I just think they need that one driver that could put them to the forefront. And I think Matt Kenseth could be the guy. I mean, Kenseth could go back to Roush Fenway Racing. Remember, I think our Roush Fenway Racing, they have an extra charter. It was given to, I think, it was Greg Biffles, but then he went away. But, yeah, Matt Kenseth will not return will step away from racing at the end of the 2017 season. And for now, I mean, unless something big happens, this could be Matt Kenseth's final year in NASCAR. And if Danny Kirkpatrick gets the job and Matt Kenseth doesn't, I am going to flip. Anyways, let's get into the news at the track. Speaking of Danny Kirkpatrick, you guys know this week, Stewart-Haas Racing announced that they're going to have announced a driver to replace Danny Kirkpatrick next Wednesday. Most likely would be Eric Almirola after Smithfield announced that they would move to Stewart-Haas Racing, most likely sponsoring the 10 machine. Now, another story is coming from Brad Keselowski. Discount Tire announced that they will become the primary sponsor for Brad Keselowski for 10 races in 2018. And Discount Tire will continue to sponsor Brad Keselowski, to sponsor the Xfinity Series 22 machine with Brad Keselowski, Joe Logano, and Ryan Blaney. Now, that's out of the way. Now let's talk about Martinsville. Last week in Martinsville, Denny Hamlin wrecked Chase Elliott, flat out wrecked him, and sparked a huge controversy. And many people thought that Hamlin should have been penalized by NASCAR. Well, this weekend, NASCAR released a statement on why they did not penalize Denny Hamlin. This is coming from Steve O'Donnell from the Morning Drive. He said, this is what he said on the Morning Drive. He says, certainly what Chase was able to do in an attempt to win his first race there, I think you saw by the fans how much it was a fan base and how much everyone wants to see him win. Denny, I think, did in his mind what he needed to do and probably went too far. We did not make the call there. That race stands. We are not in the business of calling an in-race penalty post-race. That was good, hard racing. For the most part, all day at Martinsville. I think Denny might have crossed the line, as he put out there on Twitter, and I thought Chase handled himself very well post-race. Now, payback. That's what everyone's talking about. Will we see payback? Not at Texas. Definitely not. I mean, we just saw Kurt Busch post a lap time on the pole 200 miles an hour. Way too fast to try and even move someone out of the way. That could wreck them and could hurt somebody. So I think Texas is too fast of a racetrack. 1 mile or lower is a place where you can do payback. But above that, like Atlanta, Texas, Kentucky, those tracks you should not do payback. So we could see it at Phoenix, who knows? But I know the reason why I don't see payback coming is because Chase Elliott's in this. Right? If Elliott wins at Texas today, he will definitely not or do something to Hamlin at Phoenix. We all know that. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how it plays out these next 2 races we head on into Miami. Now let's get into the track facts for Texas Motor Speedway. It's a 1.5-mile track, 4 turns as usual. The turns in turns 1 and 2 are 20 degrees less than what they were pre-configured. 3 and 4 still remains the same at 24 degrees. Now the lap record was set by Matt Kenseth, however, it just was broken yesterday by Kurt Busch when he went an average speed of over 200 miles an hour. So yes, that is the new track record. We'll have it on screen for you right now, but as I'm watching this right now, I did put Matt Kenseth, but that was before Kurt Busch broke the record. And now distance 501 miles, making up 334 laps, with stage 1 and 2 85 laps apiece, and stage 3 164 laps. Now let's get into the odds to win. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. No surprise here, Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Busch top of the board with a 2-1 and a 4-1 chance. Then you got in third place Kevin Harvick and Kyle Larson with a 6-1 chance. Chase Elliott with a 7-1 chance. Brad Keselowski with a 10-1 chance. Then on the next page, you got Denny Hamlin and Jimmy Johnson with a 15-1 chance. Ryan Blaney with an 18-1 chance. Matt Kenseth, who announced he will step away from racing at the end of this year, with a 20-1 chance. Eric Jones, who's replacing Kenseth next year, is at a 30-1 chance. Clint Boyer at a 40-1 chance. Finally, Kurt Busch, the pole winner, at a 60-1 chance. Daniel Suarez, an 80-1 chance. And Jimmy McMurray with a 100-1 chance. And now with that out of the way, let's take a look at the drivers that you should look out for at Texas. Now, with news coming out that Matt Kenseth will now return to racing following this season, you know he is hungry for a race win. And he's actually pretty good at Texas. Of his 29 races, he has scored 2 career wins, 13 top 5s, 18 top 10s, average start of 14th. Even though he doesn't have a good finish of 19th, he has led 854 laps, showing that Kenseth will be a factor in maybe having a shot to win at Texas. Now, Jimmy Johnson is the master at Texas Motor Speedway. Of his 28 races, he has scored 7 career wins, including 4 straight chase races, 15 top 5s, 21 top 10s, an average start of 9th, and an average finish of 8th. He has led over 1,000 laps. And I should remind you, he is the defending winner. Last time he came here in April, where he took the lead from Joe Logano just a few laps ago to take home the victory at Texas. And who knows, Johnson could sweep and punch his ticket into the championship 4. Now, Kyle Busch also has a good record at Texas Motor Speedway. Of his 23 races, he has scored 2 career wins, 11 top 5s, 12 top 10s, an average start of 15th, and an average finish of 11th. And he has led 741 laps. Oh, by the way, he does have huge momentum coming from a win last weekend at Martinsville. That made him a contender for the championship 4. And Kyle Busch looking to go 2 in a row here in the playoffs. Now let's take a look at the standings after Martinsville. Kyle Busch is automatic in with that win. Martin Truex Jr. 69 points out of the cut line. Keselowski 29 and Kevin Harvick 3. Jimmy Johnson the first one out, 3 points behind Harvick. Denny Hamlin 6. Ryan Blaney 8th, and Chase Elliott basically in a must-win situation, 26 points behind the cut line. And now let's get into the starting lineup for today's AAA Texas 500. Kurt Busch on the pole with a blistering track record over 200 miles an hour. Denny Hamlin on the outside lane in second. Eric Jones, the rookie, in third. Kevin Harvick fourth. Kyle Busch in fifth. Rookie Daniel Suarez sixth. Martin Truex Jr. and Ryan Blaney make it row 4. Another couple of playoff drivers, Jimmy Johnson, Brad Keselowski, row 5. Row 6 has Kyle Larson and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Row 7 has Jim McMurray and Danica Patrick. Row 8 is a couple of Chevys of Austin Dillon and AJ Allmendinger. And then Dale Jr. and Casey King rocking the Justice League paint schemes at row 9 and 10 with Eric Almirola and Clint Boyer on the outside lane. Daniel Hemrick, who qualified for Paul Menard, who was away from the track to help his wife give birth to another baby. Congrats to them. He qualified on the car 21st. Outside of him is Landon Castle, Michael McDowell, and David Reagan make up row 12. Ryan Newman and Chris Buescher make up row 13. Ty Dillon and Matt DiBenedetto row 14. Cole Witt and Joey Gase row 15. Raybach Jr. and Jeffrey Earnhardt row 16. And Davis on the inside in row 17. Now from Chase Elliott onto Gray Gaulding, they did not actually pass post or pre-qualifying inspection. Therefore, they could not post a lap time. Chase Elliott 34th, he qualifies. Matt Kenseth again announced he will not race in 2018. And Joe Logano on row 18. Row 19 features Trevor Bayne and Reed Sorensen. And rounding out the field is Corey LaJoie and Greg Gaulding. Now some of the drivers that you should be careful of, look out for, and a driver that will be a dark horse for this race. Driver you should look out for is Kurt Busch. he has not had a great season. Yes, he has had a Daytona 500 win, but frankly, that was really the high point of his season so far. He made the chase, but was eliminated out of the round of 16. So this weekend, he's he's got a really fast race car. Was third fastest in first practice, fastest in second practice, 7th in happy hour. And by the way, he did beat Matt Kenseth's track record, qualified on the pole over 200 miles an hour. So watch out for him. He will be a very strong contender, and maybe could be the spoiler at Texas this weekend. Now, one driver that you should, that I think will be the dark horse, and one driver that you should be careful of picking is the 2 car of Brad Keselowski. Let's take a look at his stats: 13th fastest at first practice, 23rd fastest in second, 16th fastest happy hour, qualified 10th. Good qualifying start, but I don't know. The practice speed just doesn't back up his qualifying record or position. So we'll see how it goes. And a driver that is a dark horse is the 77 car of Eric Jones. Eric Jones has been getting better and better every weekend. Let's take a look at his stats. He was 14th fastest in first practice, but then 3rd fastest in second, 2nd fastest in happy hour, and qualified 4th. A very strong car, it looks like, for Eric Jones. Got a bit slow at the start, but picked it up in second practice, qualified again really well. The highest driver that is not, actually the second highest driver that is not in the playoffs. No, he is. Sorry about that. He is the highest driver that is not in the playoffs where he qualified. So watch out for Eric Jones this week and today. Now, who do I think will win? I'm going to say right now, I don't see Martin Truex Jr. winning. And the reason why I say that is because, yes, it's a mile and a half, but it's not like Atlanta or what else, like Chicagoland or Kansas or Charlotte. It's not like those normal mile and a half tracks. Texas is completely different. What that turn 1, the way it was made, completely different. And we saw in the spring, Truex was not really a factor on that. He was not a factor on winning this race, leading laps. He was just there, So I don't think Truex will win. The driver I do think is gonna win is, I don't like saying it, but Denny Hamlin. He's been good all weekend long. Add the fact that he's in a Toyota, I feel like Denny Hamlin will take the victory and advance the championship. Martinsville memories. Anyways, so that's my pick, Denny Hamlin to win. I don't like the pick, but I'm going by stats wise, so numbers sometimes never lie. But yeah, I picked Denny Hamlin to win this race. Tell me who do you think is gonna win this race? Tell me who you think is gonna win this race. And punch their ticket to championship 4. Who knows? Or do you think a spoiler could? Honestly, it's either Hamlin or Kurt Busch. I'm picking Hamlin because he's in a Toyota, and Toyota has been just flat out amazing on mile and a half, so that's why I picked Hamlin. If Kurt Busch in a Toyota, I would have picked Kurt Busch. So yeah, but Hamlin's my pick. Tell me what you guys think. Who do you think will win this race? Playoff driver or spoiler, or who knows? Well, quickly before I end this, I want to say I made a Patreon account for that because YouTube, with their ad system, is kind of screwing us the small channels over, so I have to somehow do this somehow want to do this. So I made a Patreon account. You guys want to check it out? I got some cool features. If you give something to me, I'll give you something right back. Cool features if you want. I'll help you with anything you want. You can get some merch, get whatever you want, I'll do for you. That's basically how it goes on the Patreon page. So if you guys want to check it out, leave something, go ahead. If you do leave something, I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy the 2017 AAA Texas 500, where, who knows, maybe you could see another playoff driver make it into Homestead. But until next time, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. But until next time, I'm Jack Krause, and I will see you in the next video.